How to pretend there is no camera, just have a conversation with myself, or with you in this case. Having just finished the third 10-day course of my vipassana series, I've had few realizations. One of the most important ones I've had in all my vipassana journey, which is you cannot renounce anything you have never experienced before. You know how all religious texts mention renunciation, giving up all types of desire, all cravings. Vipassana is not a religion, it's a meditation method, but even in Vipassana, Goenka mentions to renounce, to avoid the craving for pleasure, which I totally agree with. But there is lack of clarity in a sense, because most people think that by not craving pleasure, you have to abstain from any type of experience that might induce pleasure, that might give you pleasure, which is totally wrong. Because if you do that, if you decide not to go after experiences that might induce pleasure, you are repressing yourself out of fear that you might get addicted to the outcome, to the sensation, the pleasure. But listen, any new experience that you desire to have, go after it totally, 100%. Do not repress, do not suppress your natural want to discover, to experience new things. It could be about sex. There is no problem at all about sex. We must completely eradicate this belief that sex is a drug. It can become a drug, but it's not a drug. We are talking about sex like it's heroin, like it's cocaine, like it's a very powerful drug that you take. It's external. Sex is the most natural thing in existence. The unification of two bodies together. You tell me if there is anything that is more sacred than that. Tell me. And we are going on about saying to refrain from sexual activities. What are we even talking about? It's thanks to the connection with the many beautiful, profound women. Not many, actually. A few profound women that I was able to transform myself. I started this journey of transformation that meditation alone did not do to me. I started Vipassana in 2022, the first course, and at that time I never met a beautiful, pure soul woman who I've connected in all realms, spiritually, mentally, and bodily. Only in 2023 it happened 1 year after the first Vipassana course. And let me tell you, it's that encounter with this woman one night that has completely rewired me, transformed me in so many different levels, deeply. And the most important thing is that it messed with me, this relationship with her, because I was very clingy, very clingy, because I experienced the nectar of love. I had experienced what truly a profound connection feels like, and I was, when it was gone, I freaked out. I like, my God, I will never see her again. I will never have this experience again. Like mental loops of negative loops. And that what happened by that, by craving, by wanting, desiring more and more, I ended up losing this woman. And I tell you, if I did not cling, if I did not crave, if I was just being powerful in my own skin and controlled and confident, we would have probably have one of the most beautiful relationship in the planet, because truly was that profound. So after this encounter with her, I started realizing so much shit about me, which still I'm revealing and revealing. After I had other relationship, and every relationship after that, I found more and more love, more and more love, more and more pure love. It's unbelievable, this journey. So yeah, anyway, I kind of went off topic in a way. It's still very important. But long story short, never repress your sexuality ever. If you have a desire to experience, even, let's say with I don't know, you might have a fantasy that you could actually do. If you had the guts, you could actually go after it. Let's say maybe you have a fantasy to be with a man, to go with a man, and you feel deeply excited, deeply, or go with a transsexual, or I don't know, anything. You got to understand that you have to experience what you have to experience what your body tells you, what the feeling inside of your body, the desire, the craving to experience new thing. The problem is when you are craving to experience the same thing again and again and again. But until you try at least one time, you cannot repress it. You cannot suppress it. You cannot transcend it. You cannot transcend it. You cannot transcend lust. It's impossible. You will just turn into a repressed volcano, and you will erupt sooner or later. Trust me, I tried. And it doesn't work. You can go on semen retention as long as you want, but semen retention only works if you have had your own sexual experiences and you are satisfied with it and you are kind of over it. But if you are not over it, you cannot transcend it. You cannot do semen retention. I lasted 28 days the most. And then I realized it's too much pressure. Like they say, channel it, find another channel, but you cannot. There is literally nothing that can compare to sex. What are we talking about? You cannot channel it into any other type of energy. I tried even martial art, the most intense, the most beautiful, the thing that keeps me alive. But still, I still want sex. It doesn't happen. It doesn't transform. So let's eradicate this channeling. It doesn't work. Even masturbation doesn't channel the desire to connect with the body. Because also, very important in vipassana, direct physical experience is essential to go past, to access the deepest sankalpas, the deepest sensations in your body, to let them come to the surface and eventually come out. Those are all the impurities you have in your body, and you must, vipassana with the sensation scanning. Eventually you find new and new sensation the more you concentrate and scan deeper and deeper into the body. See, you need to go through the body to access your soul. And it's the same in a sexual interaction with a woman or with a man. You help each other, you unify two bodies and you help each other. It's literally a shortcut to discover each other's soul. So sex is the most profound type of meditation because it happens in one night of profound sex, conscious sex, aware sex with the right person equals maybe 10 years of meditation into vipassana. And I'm not joking. I am not kidding you. Because I have experienced it. One night. And the funny thing is, we didn't even have intercourse. Like we just cuddled, but it was a cuddle so intimate, so deep that it's been the best sex I've ever had, although not sex, because I didn't put it in. And funny enough, we didn't even kiss in the mouth. It was just because she was going on her own problems and she was scared to open up to a man. She had some bad experiences with men before, so she was very careful. But still, I tell you, the cuddling with her, it was, to this day, the best experience I've ever had in bed with a woman, combined with all previous experiences in bed with a woman. This is why I don't truly believe, I don't know how can kids that become monk. I was in the course with few monks and some were 18 years old, and I asked them the question, wouldn't you want to experience more in life before you give everything up? You are only 18. At 18, you are at the fullest of your sexual maturity, your sexual, drive, fire. You want to have sex at 18 like no other age. And he told me, I don't know, he said something, but I wasn't happy with the answer. I didn't really get an answer from him. I felt like he was more like evading something. So yeah, I feel in my own journey, I will want to become a monk eventually. Like I'm starting to feeling it already because I've had more and more experiences. Not only sex in general, experience of any type, but surely the sexual ones are one of the most important because when you repress sex, you become a dangerous being because you become resentful, negative, violent. All rapists, all abusers of women have been repressing their sexuality for so many years that, as I said, they erupt. What do you think rape and abuse is? Is an eruption. The volcano erupted. Those are men that repressed their sexuality for so long that eventually find a woman alone, either in the street or in the park, and they do what they do. Don't get to that point. Welcome your sexuality and do it 100%, not 99%, 100%. Go for it. This is what I've learned also thanks to vipassana and Osho. Actually, Osho is one my favorite. He's my guru. he also is for vipassana meditation, prone to vipassana meditation, but it's not the only type. He says there's like 102 types of different meditation. Vipassana is one of them. And this is also what I want to experience. I want to experience other types of meditation. See? It's all about experience, direct experience. And also another important take I've learned from vipassana, the third one, is to freaking live 100% and not holding back. Stop holding back. What are you holding back for? Is literally you are the only one suffering. You know, once you've had your fair amount of life experiences, and the point will come where you are satisfied, that's the point where you will be able to transcend lust, wealth, material possessions, anything. But until then, until you even experience a lot of money, money is another thing. It's easier to transcend the money because it's material. Sex is not material, it's nature, it's spirituality. But also with money, you will kind of always have that. If you want to transcend money possession, you cannot truly do it until you have experienced a lot of money. Because you will always wonder, what if I had a lot of money, I could do this. Like, to get to that point that you have not to worry for the rest of your life about money. Until then, you will always wonder, what would it feel like? And enjoying the money, like experience them, taste them, buying your your preferred car, your dream car, buy a house with a swimming pool, with a cinema, whatever, anything. Until you have experienced it, you kind of will always wonder, what if? This is why also Osho says, the wealthy people are my best customers, because they are the ones that have experienced the most. And they are the ones that are easier to transcend. Also, of course, there is a side of wealth where people cling and cling and cling more and more and more. There's always two sides, you know. But yeah, long story short, this is what Vipassana taught me, the third course. Do not renounce anything you're not ready to renounce. I will definitely go back. Vipassana is the tool, a very important tool. And I thank Goenka deeply for this opportunity. Thank you, Goenka. Although this is my experience, I need to have a book with me to write, because I have many ideas, many things I want to write, not even ideas, but realizations that it's important to write down, to let it out. See, Goenka mentions to take the black stones out of the pudding, discard them and eat the whole pudding. This is what I'm discarding out of Vipassana. The fact that you cannot write, you cannot read. To me, those are black stones. I release them and I write. I don't care. If you agree with me or not, I don't care. You do you, I do me. I just know that it's beneficial to me, so I will not stop it. The phone, of course, I don't agree with. This is the first thing I give away. But writing is important for me. If you would love to experience Vipassana, then book your first course. I share the link below. And please comment with me, comment down here, down the section. What are the most realizations you've had and what you thought about what I've just talked about, if you want to share with me your opinion. Thank you and God bless you. 100%. Not 99, 100.